My name is Yusuf Yörük. I'm art director at Genetic Studios. We have found in the Kickstarter a game campaign. So this is why I'm here. I will talk about how to fund your game campaign on the Kickstarter. And to be honest, there are so many kind of projects that you can make, you can share, and you can upload your ideas. It's not just a game, but I will talk about the games. We are 4 people, but there is a visa problem. There was a visa problem about our teammates, so they couldn't be here. They couldn't come here. So I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about the first project shortly because the time is not so enough to talk about every kind of things, every kind of details about the Kickstarter projects. First, I'm going to talk about who we are. We are 4 people, and we got advertisement manager, software and environment designer, and I'm web designer, and also I write the scenarios about our projects and also art designers. So I really do like to design. And another one is, again, a software manager. The differences between our games and the others is, to be honest, everybody likes to play games from 7 years to the 7 years. So our free time, we really like to play the games. But during this time, we can lose so much time, especially the children can lose so much time. So. Because of this problem, we have found a solution about entertaining learning system. With this system, you can get some kind of information about the space. For example, there's a game called Trotan. I'm gonna talk about the Trotan. That the game we founded in a Kickstarter, entertaining learning system. With this system, in a Trotan especially, there will be some kind of holograms like this. With this kind of holograms, you will be able to learn some kind of space information, some kind of, like the space, planets, every kind of things about the space. And with this, for example, on the loading screen, there are a lot of informations. And of course, with this entertaining learning system, we got some sponsors, which is based on the Turkey. It means TÜBİTAK. It means that Turkish Technology Institute. So this is so good thing that we got sponsor, and also we got so many kind of sponsors after we have found the Kickstarter project. There are some kind of games of our. I will just talk about shortly because the time is not enough. The Fear is the number 1 game, or it's, to be honest, it's not so good game. But with this game, we got really good opportunities. Especially on the Google website, on the Google Android, we were top four on the Google Android, and also there are some gameplays about the Fear. Anyway, this is the Rise of the Kingdoms Online. To be honest, we were preparing for a game competition, but they didn't accept us because we were students. We have stopped to making this game. Unfortunately, we were using the Unity 3D as well. This is the gameplay. I can't show the trailer because the time is not enough. And the Trotan, yeah. It was in the summer. This summer, we prepared a sci-fi game and for Android and iOS, and we have found successfully in the Kickstarter. So today I'm going to talk about what kind of steps are waiting for you and what kind of things you have to follow before the Kickstarter, during the Kickstarter, and after Kickstarter, because there are so many things that you have to do. Trotan, shortly, is a sci-fi game based on the story of a hero team who decided themselves for the liberation of humanity. This is the GIFs from the gameplay. The pictures, shortly. There is a trailer, but I will show it if the time enough. What is a Kickstarter? I think almost all of you know the Kickstarter. It's a website that you can share your ideas and make your ideas to reality. And Why people launch a Kickstarter campaign? Because maybe some of the designers, some of the artists, some of the filmmakers don't have enough budget to continue their project because of this problem. They want to share their projects to the Kickstarter, and also there are some kind of donation websites like the Kickstarter making their advertisement by their campaign on the Kickstarter, making their project better with extra budget from the donations. So it is really good solution for make your ideas to become real. Why people don't want to launching a Kickstarter campaign? I was 2 weeks ago. I was in the Zagreb in Croatia. About info game, maybe you know it. And I met with so many game developers, indie game developers, and there were so many professional projects. I recommend that to show and upload their project to the Kickstarter page, but they were almost all of them were scared because of the Kickstarter campaign. So I will talk about what kind of reasons that they are scared from. Losing more money because of the reward system. As you know, there is a reward system in the Kickstarter, and with this Kickstarter reward system, you have to give some kind of rewards to your donators, and sometimes you can lose so much money with this reward system. So you have to really decide your reward system is really good. For example, when the donator gives the $50 to you, and you will give the t-shirt or the inside the game items like the weapons or some kind of things. So you have to decide really good rewards to give this kind of things to your donators. And also Kickstarter doesn't let bank accounts for every country, just a few countries like USA, France, Germany, England. So it's another problem. I'm from Turkey, and also the Kickstarter doesn't let us to let the Turkish bank accounts to get the money. So we found someone in the USA. So we got the money because of we got a friend in the USA. So this is another reason, and there is a chance to lose the campaign. So most of the people scare because of the last reason. There's an example. There's a Turkish campaign who lost the Kickstarter, but after they lost the Kickstarter, they joined the game competition. The game competition that we also joined this game competition, and we lost this game competition, but they didn't lose, and they won this competition, and they won over $20,000, and they got some sponsors like Netwearable, Microsoft Unity, or Dündar Joy Game, and so many kind of extra sponsors, especially the local sponsors. So it doesn't mean that if you lose the Kickstarter campaign, you are really bad, but they didn't do this. They really worked hard, and they won this competition, and also they got so many sponsors. What you have to do before, during, and after Kickstarter campaign, it is one of the most important things is advertisement. Before and during and after Kickstarter campaign, you have to do the, advertisement every time, because advertisement is one of the most important things. With the advertisement, we got so many good opportunities because local sponsors or some international sponsors we got. And before campaign, look closely at other Kickstarter projects, especially the Kickstarter staff picks. What is a staff picks? Staff picks is from the Kickstarter developers. They choose the campaigns, the professional campaigns on the main page. They show the campaigns on the main page. So it's one of the important things that if you follow the professional staff picks campaign, the campaigns, project campaigns, it's going to be really good for you. And as well, we also follow these staff picks, staff picks campaigns. Decide the budget you will use after you reach your goal. This is another important reason. For example, you decide to upload your game to the Kickstarter with $3,000, and you have to decide that what will you use your budget after the Kickstarter if you win the Kickstarter, and you have to also explain to the donators that you will use this money, this budget to the, for example, to buy the models or buy some kind of trailer music or some kind of music. Anyway, these are your rewards and stretch goals. So I'm gonna explain what is the stretch goals on the next page. Try to contact with some websites to make your advertisement, and especially the local websites. It's one of the most important thing. For example, we got during our Kickstarter campaign, the Jokes video, maybe you know, it's one of the most popular website, French website. We got advertisement. They gave the place for us on their website, so it was one of the best opportunity for us. So advertisement is really important, and make a plan about what you are going to do during your Kickstarter campaign, because we have failed with some steps, you know, especially the updates. We didn't so many do updates during our Kickstarter page, Kickstarter campaign. Be sure about that you are completely ready, so it's gonna be definitely good if you follow this kind of steps. What are the stretch goals? Stretch goals is extra budget and extra ideas. If you, for example, this is our stretch goals from the Kickstarter. Sorry, there is a mistake about here. Anyway, we wanted to $3,700 from the donators, and we got the money. After that money, for example, there is a $5,000. It means that we are gonna add professional English vocalization if we reach also the $5,000, and also there are some. For example, multiplayer system. It means that extra ideas and extra budget. During the campaign, keep trying to get in contact with the websites, with local channels and blogs, forums. So it's also about the advertisement. Make updates as much as you can do, because updates are one of the most important thing during your campaign. Everybody looks about your updates, and if you do so many updates, it will be definitely good for you, because it means that you are really working hard even during your Kickstarter campaign. So it will be definitely good for you if you make updates, especially the video updates. Will definitely be good for you. Add news title on the top of your Kickstarter page, because some of the people can't see the updates page on your Kickstarter page. So it will be definitely good if you add your main Kickstarter page news about the news title. So you have to update your game, and also you have to make write updates on the title of the news on your main page. Make updates with mostly videos, as I told you before. Don't forget to share your updates also on your social media websites, accounts, like the Facebook, Twitter. It is one of the most important things. Even you don't have to so much followers or likes on your Facebook or Twitter page. Do it, because it's some of the people want to look up your social media that you are using it or you are not. And send the updates to your current donators. It is one of the another important thing that every of the donators want to know how your project going on. Is it going well or is it not going well? After the campaign, if you reach your goal, mention it to the as much as you can do to the local websites or international websites. But first, you have to share it to your local website, because local websites care about your projects. So websites, and make everybody to wonder about your project, which has funded successfully about your project. work hard to complete your game until the date you said donators, because this is another good important thing. That's because you are really care about your projects and you are working hard. And anyway, send mails about your news to your donators until you finish your project. This is another important thing. To be honest, we couldn't do these email things because we got some sponsors from the local companies, and we are dealing dealing with the project. So we want to make our projects better. So it will be we couldn't do it on the time, unfortunately. So our donors are waiting for our project, but we couldn't do it because we got some sponsors and we got some opportunities to make our game better. For example, localization, for example, the multiplayer system, and we are going to add this kind of steps for our project. So our donors are still waiting for our project. Try to find sponsors by your game which has been funded successfully. Sponsors, if you keep trying to find the sponsors, you will definitely find the sponsors like us. If you don't reach your goal, if you don't even reach your goal, don't think that you are bad, really bad. No, as I told, the game campaign, which I told you before, they didn't do this. They didn't say that we are not good enough, but they worked hard and they won that competition, and they won really high money and the sponsors and many opportunities. Remember the projects which they won more after they lost the Kickstarter campaign, like the Void Runner I told you. Work hard for the better steps. Yes, it's another important thing. Don't forget you are brave enough to face with the Kickstarter campaign, because so many game developers are fearing and scared from launch their game to the Kickstarter. Try to present your project in every place, at school, at game festivals. It's really important because we got the sponsors from our universities, from the local companies, because we talked about our projects everywhere, every place, for example, in the school, in the every kind of place, we talked about our projects and we got the sponsors. So it is another important thing, because you got the Kickstarter campaign, and it's really important for everybody. And mention about your project to everybody, as I told you. You can't know where will you get the sponsors, opportunities and supports from. What kind of things are important for a King campaign? For example, popularity at first days is a really important thing, because when you launch your game to the Kickstarter, it will be really high, really low page downside of the page. So if you want to be shown for everybody, you have to share your project to your friends firstly and make the click, every click, and you will get more high position. And of course, if you got some donators on the first days, it will be definitely good for you, because every donate lets you to the high positions, brings you high positions. So donations is important. But if you can't get the donations, just share your projects to your friends, and it will be good for you. Advertisements, as I told you before, advertisement is so important before, during, and after Kickstarter. Keep try to show your projects to everybody with the campaigns, with the newspapers, TV channels, forums, and international websites, of course. Art design is one of the most important things, because everybody wants to see that how professional is your game. It means that if you do really good graphics, like the GIFs, like here, GIFs and this kind of art designs, your game will be looked more professional. So everybody wants to see this kind of professional things, and this is the reward system. If you add some reward system like this in this design, it will be definitely good, and because it means that you got so many rewards if you give the $200. So it looks more professional, and everybody wants to give this money, and we got some kind of donations because we got some art designs, and the music. If you don't have so much money to buy a music from the professional campaigns like Two Steps from Hell or Early Mission, you can also download and buy some musics from the maybe it's Video Jungle, Audio Jungle, sorry. And also there are some free license musics that you can use for your projects inside your game or your trailer, because music is one of the most important thing for your trailer and also inside of your game. Teammates, write some kind of things about your teammates, because everybody wants to know who will they give the money for. So also the design is so important while you are talking about your teammates. The campaign video is really important. During your campaign video, you have to take a video if it's possible. Take your video HD, because everybody wants to see the HD videos during the campaign video, and talk about your reward system, talk about your stretch goals, talk about what you spend your money for. Yeah. Differences are another important thing. With your differences, maybe you will get the donations because of your differences. We got the money because we had some kind of different steps, and you can check out our Kickstarter page and you can see some kind of differences. Because of these differences, we got the money from the donators. Why we launched a Kickstarter campaign? Because we didn't have enough money to continue our projects, and so we wanted to get some money from the Kickstarter page. At the beginning, we were really scared from the Kickstarter page, because we also uploaded our game to Indiegogo, maybe you know it. We didn't win any money. Maybe we won $40, just $40 from the Indiegogo. But we worked hard, and we uploaded our game to the Kickstarter page, and we got the $3,700. Maybe it's not so much money, but it was definitely good for us. And with this money, we got so extra opportunities after the Kickstarter. Like we bought a professional laptop, and we did higher professional things, the projects, and we got really good sponsors because of this kind of professional projects. What else? Kick helped us after our campaign. As I told you before, sponsors are so important. We got so many kind of sponsors, especially the local sponsors, and we got the NTV channel, for example, gave the place for us on their channel, and it was really good for us, because after that news, everybody called us from the local campaigns, from the government. So it is so important because we made so many kind of advertisements. So during and before and after our Kickstarter campaign. So it helps for us so much on so much things. Sponsors, our universities. Also, our universities will give the scholarships for us, because we got the Kickstarter campaign. We funded our Kickstarter campaign successfully. So because of this reason, they will give the scholarships for us. So it's really good opportunity for us. We got budget supports from the local companies, as I told you. Many websites and TV channels also mentioned about us and about our project. So it was really good opportunity for us. And new ideas with this kind of budgets come to us. So new ideas, from the budget. We were at the beginning thinking that no, the budget is not enough to making this game. But right now we think big, because we got really enough budget, and we got really good sponsors from the government, from the local campaigns, local companies. So it's really good for us. And yeah, as I told you before, suffered from a technology institute called TÜBİTAK. It is really most popular company which about the technologies. So they will give also informations about us, about the space, about the planets, and they will make also advertisements of our project. So it's another good opportunity. Which mistakes we made? As I told you before, we didn't do so many updates during our project, so it was a really bad thing. But because we were, to be honest, we were really lazy to make updates, so we didn't do so many updates enough, and we didn't make so much advertisement during the Kickstarter page. But for example, Jake's video made news about us, so it was a really good opportunity for us. But we didn't share our project, our Kickstarter campaign so much, so it was another mistake of ours. And we didn't take a really good professional promotion video, and it was really amateur video, and it was really bad, another bad mistake. And we didn't make a trailer good enough. It was really amateur trailer, but even with this trailer, we got $3,700 from the Kickstarter because we got some differences, we got some good art designers, and we got some advertisement because of this kind of things. We have funds successfully after the Kickstarter. Who we met with during and after the Kickstarter? We met with Burak Tezatashar. He's CEO of Monochroma. Maybe you know that game. It was another Kickstarter game, and they won maybe $80,000 from the Kickstarter. And we talked about him, and we met with him during our Kickstarter campaign. And the Touch is a product evangelist at the Unity. During our Kickstarter campaign, we met also with Ender Touch, and he made some advertisements for us, and it was another good opportunity for us. And with some Unity programmers during the Kickstarter campaign, we met with some Unity programmers, and Sina Afra, he is CEO at Markafoni, maybe you know it. Markafoni is a shopping website, it's really good website. During the Kickstarter campaign, because of our advertisement, we met with Sina Afra, and he also gave some donations for us. Ibrahim Çağlar, leader of ITO, Istanbul Chamber of Commerce, is another Turkish company, and we are still talking about with Ibrahim Çağlar, and we got so many opportunities from Ibrahim Çağlar, yeah, and because of we have funded the Kickstarter campaign successfully. And Tarkan Deniz is, we are still talking with him, a manager of a company, and he will meet us with some developers in the Silicon Valley. So it is another good thing, and many CEOs at many Turkish companies we got after the Kickstarter. The news we were on during and after the Kick campaign. For example, this is Jake's video. Maybe you know. I think you know it because it's French website. It's one of the most important and one of the most popular website. This is the Turkish website, and also these are the Turkish websites. This is the TV channel. This is the newspaper. The newspaper gave the place for us because of the Kickstarter. And this is another TV channel, TV news channel. Yeah, that's all. So I tried my best to talk about every kind of steps, every kind of things you have to follow during, before, and after Kickstarter. I hope that it will be definitely good for you. I wanted to give so much details, but you know the time is not so enough to talk about every kind of steps. So I tried my best. And I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that it will be definitely good for you.